Well, look who molted again. Beginning to wonder if this one's a male just because of how fast it's growing. This is the Iridopelma hirsutum, the rib tree spider. And the molt looks like it had just molted recently, so we obviously won't be feeding this one. But looking stunning as all get out. Man, so yeah, I would not be surprised if this turned out to be a male. Unless it's just a fast-growing species. I've never had an Iridopelma before, so I don't know. But isn't that cool how you can see like the little claws at the end of the feet? You can see it pretty well there. Alright, well, we'll let this one go. And we'll see it in all its glory later after it's hardened up. Alright, next. Speaking of golden beauties, this is my Grammostola pulchripes, the larger one of the two that I have. Choco Golden Knee. Yeah, she took that pretty readily. Yeah. Beautiful. This is a suspect female. Never molted for me. Most of the time, this one is a sweetheart. Alright. Alright, we'll move on. Next. The Cyclosternum species machalla, just right in there. Peruvian peach collared. I'm going to stick a mealworm there. Oop. This one gets spooked very easily. I don't know if we'll get an attack. Sorry you guys can't really see this one. This one can be a little secretive too. Barely make out legs in there. Yep. There you go. You barely see it. Well, not interested in food right now. So we'll move on to a different one. Alright, next. Here's my very leggy male, mature male, Avicularia urticans. And this is the Peruvian pink toe. Let's see if he would like a cricket. You want that? Oh yeah. There we go. He's an old fella. Still kicking. There you go, big boy. Isn't he darling? Aw. Alright, we'll let you eat. Alright, next. Here's my smaller male Brachypelma albopilosum, the Honduran curly hair. This one's been fasting, thinking it's probably still in pre-molt. So I'll just let this one go as an update. Just topped the water dish off and he got a little wet himself. And that'll do. Alright, next. Here's my baby, Aphonopelma marxi, Grand Canyon black. I'm just going to put a maimed cricket in there because this one does not eat on camera. But doing really well. Has a fat booty on that little T. So, it definitely eats maimed crickets very well, as you can see. Alright, we'll top off the water dish and this one will be good to go. Alright, next. Here's a freshly molted Idiothele mira, the blue-footed baboon. And let's see, the molt felt crunchy enough to where it might be okay to go ahead and offer it at least a very tiny baby mealworm. See if it'll want it. Actually had to go hunting for it inside its little webbed-in cocoon thing. I didn't want, I had to make sure it was okay. And indeed, as you see, it is. And we'll see if it's going to want to eat anything. That would be a no. Oh man, look at it though. Gorgeous. You know, I think I can already see a little bit, if you look at it in the right light, the blue feet starting to show. Yeah. Lovely. Well, I'm going to give this one some humidity, something to drink, since it molted recently. We'll let it go as an update. Alright. Next. Might be blurry, but she's staring right up at us. This is the Cyriopagopus lividum, the cobalt blue. I'm going to offer her a superworm. She seems to really enjoy those. Okay. Alright. Here's a nice juicy one right there. Oh yeah. Good girl. Well, it's a little blurry, but she's way down in her burrow, and that's the best we could do, I'm afraid. Alright, I'm moving on. You might could see the back legs of my Chilobrachys fimbriatus, the Indian violet. We'll see if I'd like to take some worms here. These are tiny mealworms, so just going to put them there. Put several here. Doesn't like to eat on camera too much. It gets spooked quite easily. But doing just fine. I saw it out in the open earlier, and it looked very nice, very stunning. Oh, I might be getting an attack soon. Aren't they cute? Were you going to get it or not? Alright. Well, you got more little treats there. Alright, we'll move on. Next. This is one of 3 of my Pterinochilus murinus, the orange baboon. And this is one of my slings. So I'm going to put some tiny mealworms in there. And maybe we'll see it peek out of its burrow. Well, doesn't seem to be interested. Made some really cool webbing though. Well, I'm afraid we're not going to get an attack from this one. I'll just leave it in there. Alright. Is that it? Nope. Okay. We'll move on to a different one. Alright, next. My Phrixotrichus scrofa is just right under there. Chilean copper. I'm going to put a worm here and see if it might want to eat. Let's see. Oh, there's some. That one's so tiny and not moving much. Trying to find an active one. Oh. There you go. There, you can have that one too. That one was very tiny. Alright, we'll move on. Next. Yeah, it wants that one too. Cool. The Ephebopus uatuman, the emerald skeleton, again, is almost impossible to see. I could barely see legs. And I put a cricket in there and it hasn't attacked it yet. Sorry, I tried to draw it out even before I turned on the camera and it just doesn't want to. So yes, pet hole. Yep. Alright, well, we'll just let it stay in there. Alright, moving on. Still think this one's going into pre-molt. Brachypelma albiceps, the Mexican golden red rump. It was in its water dish earlier, so it could be looking to drink. So I'm going to add water to that whole area there. And just wanted to give you an update on this one. Alright, next. Here's my Pamphobeteus platyomma, the Brazilian pink bloom. Cricket's like just sitting there grooming. I guess y'all are just gonna be buddies, huh? Oh, tricked ya. Made you think I was gonna be your buddy. Well, you enjoy that. Alright, next. You might could just barely make out the Poecilotheria fasciata, the Sri Lankan ornamental. Right there. And I put a cricket in there, but it ran away. Might have just been spooked. But cricket's injured, so probably will die. But doing really well. So I'll just leave that in as an update. Doing just fine. Alright, next. Here's my Pelinobius muticus, the king baboon. Seems to be going through a fasting period. They are very slow growers. I'm going to offer this one a mealworm and see if it'll want it. But, I don't know. It doesn't seem interested again. Yeah, it's just a real tiny thing. But doing just fine. So we'll move on to the next one. Alright. Here's my smaller Grammostola pulchripes, my male Chaco golden knee. Now, cricket went the wrong way. That definitely went the wrong way. That went in a spot that I can't easily get to. Let's see. This guy likes mealworms too. Maybe he would like one of those. They're so tiny. Oh, there's a cricket again. Well, you can have a varied diet today then. Yeah, he's just kind of hunkered down in the corner there, just chilling. Now don't let him bite you. Alright, well, he's not into it today. We'll move on to the next one. And here is where my other sling, Pterinochilus murinus OBT, orange baboon, is. I saw some movement along the sides in there, so I'm going to see if I can get an old mealworm in there. I don't know. Oh, I think he's onto it. Oh yeah. Well, you didn't get to see the tarantula, but he got it. Alright, moving on. And here's our other secretive tarantula. This is my larger female Ephebopus murinus, the skeleton. And she's definitely not very sociable. Definitely defensive. Let's see how hungry she is. Nope. That's a good sign. Oh yeah. We don't get to see her very often. It's good to see her. Isn't she gorgeous? From what little we see of her. Yeah, she's so cool. Alright, we'll move on. Let her eat. Here's my mature dwarf species, the Idiothele villicella, the Tanzanian chestnut. I'm just going to put some worms there for him to eat. He's very spazzo today. He was like running all over this enclosure before I opened it. But yeah, he's an old man. Doing great. Alright, we'll move on. Next. Well, we're not going to get to see this one really well. This one likes to burrow. This is the Poecilotheria vittata, the ghost ornamental. And unlike the fasciata, this one likes to stay burrowed. A lot of pokies do that when they're this young. But alive and well. So I'm just going to put a maimed cricket in there and leave it be. And give it a drink. Alright, next. Here's my recently molted Aphonopelma species pumpkin patch. Just put a maimed cricket in there for it. And I'm sure it'll eat on it when it feels like it. Looking absolutely stunning. Alright, we'll move on. Here's my Salmopoeis armenia, the Venezuelan sun tiger, female. She's getting a real big booty. So let's see if she still feels inclined to eat. Oh, there. Oh yeah, there she goes. Oh yeah. No worms for you this time, Missy. You need to go on a diet. Good girl. Alright. Oops, sorry. Next. And here's my other Hapalopus species pumpkin patch. Doing absolutely awesome. Quick as can be. So I'm going to give this one a maimed cricket just like the last one. But, yep. Gotta love them. Alright, next. And the beast has already awakened. This is the Pterinochilus murinus, my large female. OBT, orange baboon. She's probably the most defensive tarantula in my collection. And she's already giving threat postures. You see the back end of her right there. Yeah, she's mad as usual. Sorry, I'm having trouble getting the right lighting here. She's just so deep in there. Oh, just eat it. My goodness. Yeah, she's too mad to eat now. Well. Yeah, she's not gonna eat. She's just mad. She's just being territorial. But she sure is a looker. Man. Alright, well, we'll leave her be. She's obviously not interested. Alright, next. Next up, we have my Acanthoscurria insubtilis, the Bolivian black velvet. Let's see if this one would like a mealworm. Let's see. Maybe too spooked by the camera. Eats on camera maybe half the time. But as you can see, doing really well. Alright, we'll move on. Next. Here's my Chromatopelma cyanopubescens, the green bottle blue, with its sling coloration. I'm going to put some mealworms in here as well. Well, took that. That was a tiny one, so I'll give you another one if you wish. Very cute. Alright, we'll move on. Next.